see that deer horn?
What?
See that
It's a
shed?
bigger one.
Go get it.
It's like, where are you stopping?
I like that one. Well, that's a big buck for around here. Pretty good shed. Found it from the truck. That's always a good sign when you find a shed before you even start shed hunting. So we were going to go a little further back, but since this one's laying here, his match could be close by. So we're going to take this farm and split it up. It's not a big farm, but it's got a pretty good fence that runs all the way around it. So we're just going to walk the fence first and see if we can find some where they're jumping over. Maybe we'll find a match to this one. Got about an hour and a half left before dark, and show you some of the horns we found. Nice little buck. I actually had an encounter with this buck. This is the one we found from the truck right outside the window. And I had one encounter with him during the season, and he got downwind of me and took off. I got him a little bit on video, but I was going to shoot him. He's a really nice deer. He's a 135-inch type deer. He's got a 10-point side on this side, you know, 5 on this side, 4 on this side with a fork. But really good deer. Glad to see he made it. Hopefully, you know, he just keeps on growing. But we got about an hour and a half left before dark, and I'm gonna walk around with the backpack on and my bow looking for horns for the rest of the time, because the hogs are fixing to start moving, and I'm kind of blown away with how much hog sign that I've seen while we've been walking. And so maybe we'll get lucky and walk up on some and can get a shot at a hog this afternoon. That'll make my day. I'm having to rig my bow back up because we've been going to trade shows for the past month and been using my bow as a prop so my arrows aren't rigged up. But while I'm digging back in my broadheads, I'll show you a little bit of what we've been shooting this year. Rigging it up here. This is the the Muzzy Trocar HB Titanium. HB stands for hybrid. I've also got just the regular Muzzy Trocar hybrid right here. And we've shot this hybrid for a couple years now and had some really good success on whitetail, hogs, and even black bear. We shot the Titanium last year. Was the first year it came out, and I shot a doe and Cole shot an 8-point, and we shot a bunch of hogs with them, and you know, they did very well. But the way I think about it when it comes to a broadhead is that it's not, you know, what the broadhead does if you make a perfect shot, because you can kill a deer with anything if you make a perfect shot. You know, I want a broadhead that's going to help me recover the animal if I make a not so perfect shot. And we shot through shoulders, we shot a little bit high, you know, we made some little bit errant shots, got good blood trails, recovered the animals this year, and had a lot of success with the Muzzy Trocar hybrids. Hopefully we're fixing to run one through a hog this afternoon while we're walking around. I'm shooting these broadheads on an Easton Full Metal Jacket arrow. I'm shooting a 340 spine because I've got a really long draw length, and I shoot heavy poundage bow, but I shoot a Full Metal Jacket on purpose. I want a heavy arrow that's got a lot of kinetic energy, and when it gets there, if I have to shoot through a brick wall to get to those lungs, that's what I want to be able to do. Full Metal Jacket, we've shot a bunch of deer and everything with these, and mostly get pass-throughs, and been a really good arrow for us. Carrying everything with the Insights Vision Pack. That way I can be hands-free. Picking up all these shed horns we're about to find. No more sheds walking. And no hogs. But, we got one more little farm down the road a little bit. It's got a big pond on it, and it's normally got a lot of hogs around that pond right before dark. So I'm gonna drive up there, and there's a place you can park about 250 yards away from the pond and kind of see the levee on the backside. So see if we can put the Browning to use and kill one of these hogs. The thing about these hogs is it's kind of part of what we do for our land management. Is hogs have kind of taken over, and they compete with the deer on habitat, bedding, and food. And so we're not going to be able to exterminate them by shooting them or hunting them. You'd have to trap almost 80% of them every year to kind of even control the number, because they breed about every 4 months. And so, like, you know, the saying is, if I drop 2 hogs off on your property in 2 years, you'd have 200. And so they're just hard to control. And we've just gotten used to hunting them and shooting them when we can, but basically they're smart enough that if you shoot into them, they're gone for a while. So we try to shoot them as much as we can, just to kick them over on our neighbor's property, and then they shoot them back onto ours. So just an ongoing process of fight against the hogs. And if we can get the hogs kind of wiped out, better food on our property for the deer, better habitat, we can grow bigger bucks. So we'll drive over there next and see if we can find one to shoot at. Pulled up here to this big drop off, and down in the bottom there's a pond. That's the place I was talking about, where the hogs usually are, somewhere in that basin, around that pond on the levee or somewhere in there. So we'll take a look. When I walk up, I can look from right there down at this side of the pond. I see 5 or 6 of them around the pond. It's 250 yards. I'll shoot the big one. One down. Y'all don't run too fast. Whew. That's one hog. It's not gonna be messing with us no more. That's a big one. I get excited, kind of like I'm shooting deer. I love shooting hogs. It's like low stress. Just get up there and shoot them. They're gone now. Whew, feels good to burn some gunpowder. Let's go look at him.